Hello, my name is Scott Schoenfeld, and I teach out here at Southeast of Saline Elementary School. I am a fifth grade classroom teacher who mostly teaches the kids math and science. In my classroom, for the past several years, we've had an aquaponics system that we have used farm fish like bluegill and largemouth bass to provide nutrients to plants that we've actually raised inside of our classroom. We've mostly grown lettuce, and some of that has gone down to our school kitchen for the kids to eat on the lunch buffet. We've tried some different foods or plants here this past year. We tried peas, which did really well, and the kids love seeing things grow in our classroom. And I thought, the 65th graders that get to see this firsthand every day love it. So we made a long-term goal this year that said, or last school year rather, that said by the year 2025 we were going to have a larger scale version of this in the high school secondary greenhouse, because these kids wanted to do something when they got to high school. And then talking to some staff members, they decided, why don't you just do it now? Now's better than then, and then everything will be smooth rolling by the time they get up to high school. So did some researching and found some great opportunities out there for some funds, and with the funds we were able to get through a grant, the Salina Air United Way. We were able to purchase a professionally designed and engineered system that we will put into our greenhouse. With this system, we will be able to raise 50 tilapia throughout the course of a school year. We'll buy them in the beginning of the school year, August, September time. They'll come from southeast Kansas. We will raise them in a 200-gallon tank in our aquarium, and they will use those to raise some vegetables that we will use mostly in our high school kitchen on the buffet line. We'll also be able to plant some tomatoes and plant some peppers, and those will be utilized there as well. Our high school food service director is excited about doing some lessons with the kids on growing certain foods and then giving them a chance to try it. Last year she was able to do that with some radishes in the classroom, and so she was excited about using the system to plant some radishes and bring some of the younger kids in there, some K1-2 kids in there, and give them a chance to grow some radishes in the system, and then actually pull them right out of the water, wash them off, and eat them right there. Our FACS teacher in the home ec type classes, they're going to plant and maintain some herbs that they will use in their recipes that they're actually going to cook with, and our kitchen staff is excited about throwing some of those into their recipes as needed also. Our high school science teacher and science club sponsor is excited about the upper level science. We will, in fifth grade, we get into the oxygen cycle and the nitrogen cycle a little bit, and just kind of explain how, one organism benefits and relates to the other organism, and they're going to go a whole lot deeper with that. We'll have some testing equipment that we can utilize and help monitor, and the kids can learn from there. So that's kind of the educational benefits of it, the traditional education. But what I'm most excited about is the non-traditional education benefits that I see from the system in my classroom. There's lots of kids that aren't tremendously excited about school, and this gives them a chance to see something throughout the day that they normally would not see in school. With our system in the classroom, the kids love to feed our fish. We've had one largemouth bass for 5 years now, and I'd hate to count the number of cicadas that he has eaten, or crickets that the kids have found outside, or any animal that will fit in his mouth he will eat. And toads, loves toads, frogs. So the kids, lots of times I'll see, are the ones that maybe a behavior, have some behaviors in class because they're bored or they're unmotivated. And so the small group leader that they're working with will say, if we get this done, we'll go find a cicada and we'll take to Mr. Schoenfeld's room. So this will be another opportunity for that. They're more than welcome to come to my room because that system's not going to go anywhere. But there's going to be at least feeding the fish twice a day. And it'll be kind of an organized cup system where they can take a little from a cup and sprinkle it in there on Monday, and when the Monday cup's gone, they'll just have to wait till Tuesday. But you know, they can work something out there. The teachers are really good about communicating, and we can figure out who's going to feed the fish in the morning or afternoon, and they can take groups down there and take care of that need. Some kids get to see the food growing in here, but there's not a whole heck of a lot. But with the system in the greenhouse, it's open to everybody. People don't like coming into my room sometimes and interrupting. We're kind of used to it. Throughout the year, we get a lot of visitors, but with the greenhouse, they can plan a trip down there and not worry about interrupting somebody's class in their classroom to see, you know, something growing or feed the fish. And the high school class, they're excited about planting their own plants and doing some sort of little individual experiments with them as far as testing different variables within the aquaponics system. I can think of one student in particular who I was very good friends with outside of class, and school was just not his thing. And you know, he loved coming to school and he loved seeing me, but he did not like doing schoolwork at all. And just coming into my room and seeing the fish helped relax him, and hearing the bubbles of the water, Kristen did something to help soothe him, and they would actually come into my room and sit by the aquarium and do some work when my kids were at a special class, music or PE or art, library, and use that as kind of like a study hall time or study time away from his regular ed classroom. And they would always have a cricket or something in a little container, and whenever they would get done, they would just pop the cricket in there and feed the fish. So I'm excited to see what the aquaponics system in our greenhouse will provide for all the kids. I have my plans, but the staff around me, they're going to take it and make it even better than what I'm thinking it will be right now.